share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. In this episode, I, myself, and my partner Migo, we will be going to share about how to find love when you're on a spiritual awakening journey, when you're on the path of personal development and following your passion, following your heart. So if that's something that you've been struggling with, and if it's something that you'd love to have in your life, then stay around. On the path of spiritual awakening, on the path of personal development, some of you might find this as well, is that it is sometimes hard to find someone who has those same interests, who feels the same way about life, who has the same vision, who has something that they live for that's in alignment to what you live for. And in my personal experience, and I want to share this with you so that you can understand how to attract love and how not to attract love, and what not to look for and what you want to look for when you're looking for love. Therefore, I wanted to share my experience with you so that you have a bit of an understanding of why I know maybe more than I give myself credit for about love and being in a happy relationship that I'm in right now. Migo is also in shot. I don't think he realizes. So when I lived in Holland, when my life was completely different, before I even started on the spiritual journey or the journey of personal development, I was living in Holland and I was living a completely different life from what I'm living right now. I lived in the city, I worked a corporate job, was in a relationship that I'm very grateful for, that I've experienced it, but it was very toxic. Toxic in a way that it completely consumed all of my energy, my mental energy. It drained me completely. And I was so desperate for feeling love, being loved. Even though I was in a relationship, I didn't feel that love. And the person who I was and who I still am is I always believe that we can work for our relationship, we can make things work. Sometimes we need to put effort into things in order to keep that flame and that fire alive. And with that philosophy, I was going through my relationship as well. However, this is one of the reasons why being in such relationship and knowing maybe that some things just simply cannot be fixed. If there's something fundamental wrong in your relationship, if there's something fundamental not quite right, maybe not wrong, but not quite right, not in alignment, not being with two people who equally want to put in as much effort as the other person, who sees life different than you maybe see, then it's very, very hard to fix that, because sometimes people are just who they are. And if you feel the urge to fix someone else or to change someone else, that is already some of the signs that you might not be in the relationship that you want to be in, and that maybe, perhaps, I'm not saying that this is for everyone, but perhaps you're trying to fix something that cannot be fixed because the fundamentals are not even there to begin with. So with that being said, I wanted to have a short conversation with Migo here as well, because I know that he has a lot of experience. This sounds weird. No. But he has a lot of experience.
I'm not sure.
In the field of love, and he has his vision on it. And I know that we have a very similar vision, which is probably why we have found each other throughout our journeys. And yeah, I just wanted to introduce how we found each other. Yeah, how we found each other.
Yeah, well, by not searching.
By not searching. And that's exactly what I wanted to shine a light on today, is that we actually found each other when we were working on ourselves, when we were happy with ourselves, and when we are actually just happy in life. Or at least I started to be happier again in the way I was going through life. And this is exactly what you'll need to understand, is that when you're searching for love, it starts with self-love. And I know that sounds very cliche, and some of you might feel some resistance to that, but I want you to think about this, is you attract what you are, not what you want. So for example, if you're searching for love, and you're desperately in need of it, ask yourself, who am I now? Who am I right now in this moment? Am I reflecting love? Am I giving love? Am I feeling home within myself? Am I accepting myself? Do I love myself for who I am? And if the answer is no, then how will you be able to find someone who aligns with the highest version of yourself? How will you find someone who is, in your eyes, the perfect fit for you? Because in the end, if we cannot become that version of ourselves first, how is someone like that going to be attracted to someone like that? And this is how Migo and I found each other. It was a very big surprise.
Unexpected.
It was very, very unexpected. We did not expect to find each other, and yet we did. Why? Because we weren't looking for love. We were happy with ourselves. We were content with life. Random. And yeah, now that I've introduced that story a little bit, is there something that you'd like to share about love, finding love, things that don't work, things that do work?
The main thing you already announced is, like, as soon you put the energy in seeking for someone or being on the search to find that particular person in your life that suits the best in your way or your point of view of life, that maybe fulfills your happiness, or that fulfills all your ideas, your fantasies, because we all have these things. At that moment, you've given up searching, you just drop the whole thing of, okay, for me, there is nobody that fits in my life or suits to me the best. When that is happening, that's where unexpected things appear. And I think that for everyone, there is someone. The universe has someone there for you, and even then, when you're together with that person from the universe, then still you have thoughts and still you have things to work on
that are not quite perfect yet.
No, that are not quite perfect yet. No, because I think it's even when you finally have that universal person, and
yes,
you're together with the dream partner you are actually, that you found unexpectedly, and then still there is always work to do.
Yeah, there will definitely be a time when you've been with each other for a while and things start to get normal, and that is not something to be afraid of.
No.
But it's something that you should be aware of, that it's not necessarily a sign that, you know.
No, it's all debatable.
That the love is over.
You can talk about these things. You can always be humble in your thoughts. I mean, we're sitting in the car, and this topic was just crossing our minds, and Lynn was starting to talk about this. And sometimes I wonder, why, when people are in the car, we're just driving, you go for a journey, either it's for shopping or you go traveling. I think a car is sometimes the perfect place, or the right opportunity to to have these talks, because back home there's always distraction. There's always something you have to do, you got to do. You always hide yourself either on in things you are always distracted by, and in the car you are dedicated.
There's nothing else that you can do except from sitting, looking outside and thinking, perhaps. And that's what happened. We were talking about love, and I was like, I was telling Migo, hey, let's get my camera out, let's film this video, because I actually think that a lot of people need to hear this. So wherever you are in your journey, wherever you are finding yourself in your journey to seeking love, whether you're in a relationship already, happy or unhappy, know that whatever you put out in the world is what you receive. And the way that your relationship works, the way that you will find or attract love, it all comes down to the same thing, is that you attract what you are. So if you're looking or seeking, then maybe think about the kind of person that you've been until now, and how can you reflect that perfect person that you're trying to look for, trying to find. How can you reflect that right now in the way that you are? And how can you reflect that not only right now, but from moment to moment? How can you become that? How can you embody that? And if you're already in a relationship, then how can you be the example? How can you be the example of your ideal relationship, how you'd like to be with your partner? How can you set the example by being it first? And when you become that, you'll see that your life is going to reflect that. Let me know in the comments in what kind of relationship you've been in, if you're looking for love, what has your approach been so far. And if you have liked this video, make sure to like this video, as this video needs to be spread out to anyone who needs to hear it right now. And for those of you who are new here and haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.